Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. We have something here from Miguron. I'm going to say this right off the bat. Taylor and his hardness testing have been integrated with this channel. He's still his own entity. Taylor doesn't like work for me or anything. He's integrated with my channel because it works, right? What he does works with what I do. And it's been tremendously beneficial. Tremendously. We've gotten a lot of transparency, right? The goal there, of course, is not to identify exactly, absolutely what the optimal HRC is for each individual steel. The goal was to see what these companies were actually hardening a lot of their blades to, and then we get to decide as a community if that's good enough for us or not, right? Which a lot of times, maybe will be agreed upon by a large audience of people, but it'll still come down to individual, opinion and preference, stuff like that. Something that I have always felt like was the case is that Miguron obviously makes an incredible knife, whether it's the premium end or their budget end. I've always felt personally that they were lacking a little bit in HRC, not quite hard enough to be considered, a really, really great HRC. And I thought, gosh, if you guys could get there with your knives, you really would be kings of the category, especially the budget category, because they're making some of the highest quality budget knives on earth. I mean, seriously, a lot of their stuff that's like 30 bucks is incredible. And I thought, gosh, if you could get steels like D2 up there to, 60 to 62, well, geez, nobody else is really doing that. Well, it turns out after discussions with me and after discussions with Taylor and seeing some of the testing, Miguron is apparently going to go for it. They're going to go for that higher HRC range with a lot of their steels. Now, how this will translate, we're not really sure yet. And then stay relatively at the same price point, which is amazing. This is a huge W for Miguron, and it is an awesome result of, Taylor and I coordinating and mainly Taylor doing this testing and sharing his data with everybody. So that's very, very cool. I really hope to see moves like this from a lot of other companies. Thanks so much to Miguron for sending these in. I have no idea what these are. No idea. I just wanted to take the opportunity to talk about this. You can find Taylor's website linked at the very bottom of my description. Thanks to Miguron for sending these in. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. Links for these will, of course, be included in the description. We don't know what they are yet. I am hoping, because you guys have probably noticed that the balance of budget and premium content has shifted heavily towards the premium end here lately on my channel. And that's because, as I've stated many times, the budget knife world has just really not been interesting. Incredible for quality, but just a lot of the same stuff over and over and over again, right? So I kind of want to reserve, certain types of content for things that are truly interesting in the space. I'm hoping that Miguron is about to wow me. We have presumably two of the same knives. We have a new Norsa here. The Norsa was, I named it, yeah, they're both Norsas. I named the Norsa as one of the most impressive dollar-for-dollar pocket knives to ever exist because it came in so inexpensive. And I said, well, really the only problem here, here's this other one. We'll talk about it here in a second. The only problem here is that their HRC range for the D2 I don't think is high enough. But the reason that they're probably sending me these knives now is because I assume they've bumped that HRC. So I'll have these linked, and hopefully they'll have their new ranges listed on their website. These will, of course, be subject to testing through Taylor. It looks like we also have, okay, so we have a little green guy here, very nice. QC pass, that's good. Open. All right. Oh, yes, green aluminum, very cool. Obviously, we have all seen crossbar locks before. We've all seen blade shapes like this before, and we've definitely seen aluminum before. None of that is what makes this knife special. What makes this knife special is that it is so much less expensive than its competition. And what makes it better than those mystery Amazon knives that sometimes come in $5 to $10 less is that these will presumably be heat treated properly, which is a big deal. You have mystery Amazon brand, maybe they're using D2, maybe they're not. right? If they are using D2, I assume that this is D2. Did it say on the box? If they are using D2 and the knife comes in at $20, it is almost certain that that D2 will not be heat treated properly. As we have seen with Ozark Trail, the clown of the knife world, right? We save a lot of money with Ozark Trail. We're saving so much money. Who cares if it's 55 HRC? It's only $15 knife. Hey, you should care that it's 55 HRC. I'm not even joking about that. Some of their steel came back at 55. That's why it's $15, because you're trying to cut stuff with the edge of a gum wrapper. It's too soft. Poopy. So anyways, the nice thing about the Norsa, and now this could, I could find out that this is 14C28, and I might be totally wrong here, right? But this is an unboxing. It's not a review. We're not reviewing it. We're going in blind, right? The nice thing about Miguron hitting the D2 higher, if they hit this stuff from 60 to 62, let's say, a 61 HRC D2 blade versus, let's say, your random Amazon brand, you save $10 and it's heat treated to 58. This will blow the doors off of a 58 HRC D2 blade. It will annihilate it in terms of edge retention. It's not like, oh, it made 10 more cuts. No, because each step, it's not exponential, but each step up in HRC has a significantly greater impact on edge performance. You can go too high, right? But 61, in my opinion, like D2 shines at the same numbers that M390 does. So 61, 62, or 63 D2 is going to be really spectacular. In fact, it is some of the highest potential edge retention steel that you will find under $100, because a lot of the steel that you find under $100 is steel that's more so meant to emphasize a balance of toughness and ease of maintenance, right? You see your 14C28Ns, your what are some other common steels? We, of course, see Nitro V. We occasionally see 154CM. We see a lot of 9CR18 MOV, stuff like that. N690, you know, sometimes. These are common steels, but these are not steels that really boast incredible edge retention. D2, oftentimes people forget, D2 has the potential for really incredible edge retention. And if you didn't know that, you really should look up the numbers, because D2 is kind of a king there. A lot of people say, well, the downside of D2 is that it's not stainless. It's not, but it's freaking close. 12% chromium, it's real close, and it's balanced with its carbon content, make it almost a stainless steel. The downside to D2 is that it's not incredibly tough, especially at those higher numbers, and it can be a pain to sharpen. So it's the type of budget steel that, when done correctly, is chosen by people who really do want to maximize their edge retention for the amount of money that they're putting into it. So if Miguron pulls this off, again, presumably, sorry if I'm spitting on this, if this is a D2 blade, and let's say they are getting it to about 61, and let's say they charge, I don't know, under $35 for it, it's incredible. It's amazing. It would be a first for me to ever see that combination at that price, right? It's not the, shape of the blade. It's not the material. It's not, we've seen this before. We have not seen it culminate and become, this truly recommendable. I mean, like, this is the type of thing that I love, because it's like, I can legitimately recommend this to everyone, because it fits within most people's budgets. It's a good size. It's easy to manipulate. Their quality control is really, really good. I mean, this is the type of stuff that I like to see from these companies, these Chinese companies who can do this. It's like, go all out in every corner of this, this plan here. Like, we should really be, attacking every single corner, every single element of this to truly make the best product, to truly be competitive. And this is what I want to see. I want to see companies be hyper competitive and offer a truly better product than the other companies. And in this case, we have watched Miguron slowly do this and develop and listen to feedback. And so it's really cool to hear that they have been talking with Taylor about truly making these things spectacular. And this is the type of thing, by the way, that is, for some people, they'll go out, if this is 35, I'll just find the Amazon equivalent for 25. And they're like, I don't care if the HRC is 57 or whatever. If that's how you think, then that's fine. If you want my opinion, absolutely 10,000 times out of 10,000 times, it's going to be worth paying an extra $10 for the steel to be heat treated properly. It just absolutely is. And then we have the same thing here in jade. I wonder, watch these like not even be. But I think even when they do use 14C28N, I think the idea there is that their HRC is going to be up across the board. This one's substantially lighter. Just a good, the Norsa is such a good profile too. Common, seen it many times. You know, we've seen the crossbar locks many times. And Miguron does a good crossbar lock too. They've held up to all of my tests, which are very light tests, by the way. I believe the Norsa, the non-premium Norsa, will remain a D2 blade. Subtle texturing on this guy as well. And no, I don't believe that these glow, but I do have the I kept the UV light deal here so that we can see. Oh, it does. I'm glad we tested it. Hold on. I'm glad we tested it. It glows. I totally almost just didn't even bother with it. That's cool. That's cool. Glow in the dark. Awesome. It just adds another little fun element here. I mean, obviously there's not a lot of opportunities where this is going to, occur to be beneficial, but it is neat. When you get fun, cool little elements like that thing is like irradiated. But yeah, when you get fun, cool stuff like this, and it's assuming that it is inexpensive, well, that's fun. This makes it cool. There we go. Okay, awesome. Well, this is a blind unboxing, so I don't know. I can't imagine that the only reason that they would send it to me would just be because they have a different color. But I know that this conversation did occur between Taylor and Miguron, and so I know that they are going to go for it. But I'll link these down in the description. It appears, Miguron has already changed their HRC range listing. So it looks like they have already started to do this. So I would assume, whatever it says there on their website is their actual target HRC, and that's what they're going for. But Taylor should be getting more knives, I think, direct from Miguron so that we can confirm that these numbers are actually being hit. But if this is all true, then these are some truly incredible pocket knives. I mean, for the money, really, really amazing. So awesome stuff. W Miguron for going for it, and really fun combinations of things. It's nice to bring cool stuff to the part of the knife community who just, this is what they want to spend, right? This is what they're comfortable spending. I think that's great. Anyways, that's going to be it for me today, guys. Sorry, I choked on the back of my tongue, I guess. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like. So check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.